course here at Fort Richmond Collegiate. I'm not. Sorry. I'm not retiring, but I can dream, can't I?
We're not sure. Just kidding, Lord.
We're here to acknowledge and recognize Keith and his invaluable contributions to physical education and, more importantly, to Fort Richmond Collegiate. Keith has always been a leader, an organizer, an all-round master of the Centurion spirit. And we all know that from all the events that he's planned for us over the years. Kristen sent me a list of Keith's acknowledgements and involvement over his career. Wow. I'm sorry, we just don't have time for all this Keith. I'll leave this up here and people can come and read it if they want. From his beginning at General Bain to FRC, his stint at the board office, his roles with the Manitoba Phys Ed Teachers Association, with the Canadian Intramural Association nationally, you always knew if Keith was involved, the job would be done, and it would be done right. And you were about to have a lot of fun. Always. There's no halfway in Keith. Everything he does it with incredible enthusiasm and intensity. One of the best ways to experience Keith is traveling with him on an extended trip. Okay? I'm not sure if Keith can remember all the trips he's taken because he's taken quite a few. Okay? But whether it was a ski trip, a band trip, okay, Globetrotters, the national conference, or just a one-day field trip, you had the time of your life, and I can guarantee you had stories to tell when you got home. Okay? One of my favorite stories is Keith came to school one Monday morning, told us about a weekend where he was playing with the boys. They were very young. And so then Donna came in and said it was time for bed. And she started to get them organized, giving them all their assignment. You have to clean up your room. You have to put the toys away. You have to get your PJs on. You have to do this. You have to do that. One of the boys looked up and said, "Hey, Mom, you're the manager of the house, aren't you?" And she said, "Well, sometimes I am. But what's your dad?" Without a hesitation, the young guy goes, "Well, he's the manager of fun." Some things never change. Keith, if you're with Keith, you're having fun all the time. Okay? Keith, it's time to have your fun. Right? Have the time of your life. And just a word of advice, don't be afraid to shave before bed at night.
So we're doing these two speeches, and everyone's trying to find different little roasts and posts to do. So I'm writing one for Jackie. Jackie is unroastable. It is now official that there is absolutely nothing we can say about it. Keith was very easy. One thing I have noticed since Keith's been gone is that there's an environmental noise it's gone. And I could think of 10 easy ones. But my top 3 favorite Keith Redfern environmental noises. You'll know this one for sure. "Hey Siri, call Donna." "Hey Siri, hi Johnny, what is for dinner tonight?" So like, "Hey Keith, you can just talk normal. It's pretty good." "Oh, am I talking weird?" Another really good one is that it was more so for me. So the way our office is Keith was in the corner and I was in the middle there. I got to hear Keith's every passing thought. As a play-by-play, and that's why I always called this. So he would walk into the office and say, "Okay, what was it? Oh, yeah, okay, good. Oh, just wait for a second. One more. What was I going to do again? What was it? Oh, yes. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm done that already. Good. Okay, and he'd walk out and I'd go, "Oh, man, this is going to be a tough date." So right after year 6 of working with Keith, I was like, "You realize how much you talk about the things that you're doing in this moment right now?" "What, really?" But now that you're gone, it's totally different. It sucks. I do miss it. And one of my other favorites is you can always tell how mad Keith is by how hard he's hitting the keyboard when he's ready to read out. So he's a chicken pecker as it is. But if it's a really fired up email, he's. And then later, as a couple years goes by, always this filter. Hey, can you read this quick? No, you can't write that. That's very misconstrued the wrong way. So, anyways, it was yeah. You've been greatly missed as my office buddy.
Although we know Keith struggles with technology, I actually never knew that you could recall an email until Keith's infamous division-wide email debacle, which we all received. But he actually thrives when it comes to his apps. So whether it's sending a group message on WhatsApp to posting his face on a celebrity's body using the Reface app, Keith is always up to date on the newest and the latest apps. He even has a TikTok account where he's always sending us the latest videos. Keith, always the FRC social connector, even finds a way to bring people together using his favorite apps. For example, I'm now part of a random group chat that gets cat TikToks every now and then. Some of you are also part of that chat. Yeah, I see some hands up. Some people I don't know. I don't even have their numbers. So, but in all honesty, I always look forward to getting any kind of TikTok, random meme, or message from Keith, even if it is at 6 a.m.
All right. You may or may not know this about Keith, but Keith and I share a rare quality. Some people call it a condition. We are both colorblind. Now, being colorblind myself, I know that this comes up fairly often as a PE teacher, such as routinely losing the red pylons out in the field, having no idea what's going on when the blue team plays against the purple team. Fortunately, this hasn't affected his barbecuing skills. So tens of thousands of burgers and hot dogs that he's done over the years have all been cooked to perfection, or at least there haven't been any complaints. So Keith, it's been a pleasure working with you over the years. It's rare that your role models become your friends, and I'm very appreciative of that. You've got the green light to go start enjoying yourself. Yes, that is green.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but Keith is actually a superhero. Not just because of his outstanding teaching skills, but because he truly is a bionic man. Like a thief in the night, he would cut through the halls with his stealth-like precision, thanks to his $400 UFOs, I can only walk on clouds, sandals, thousands of dollars in physical therapy, 2 knee scopes, and a shoulder surgery. Only the best of the best PE teachers get the naming rights not just to the chiropractor's office, but for Keith's legendary status, they also gave him the dentist's office too. He is now accepting applicants for his course he will be teaching in retirement, how to call your orthopedic surgeon's secretary every day to make sure you are advanced up the cancellation list. That poor receptionist will never be able to see his name pop up again without diving underneath her desk.
Okay. Guess who gets to wrap this up? Oh no. Okay. 3 words that I thought of, and I know we're over time, Tom. Sorry. Okay. Hilarious, as we've heard, passionate, and connector. First, hilarious. As you have heard, and as most of you know, Keith has the best sense of humor. I have missed him so much for many different reasons since he's retired, but the number one reason I miss him is because, sorry, here we go. I was incredibly lucky to work beside a person that every single day made me laugh, like belly laugh. Not just laugh, but belly laugh. Stella McCartney quote says, "Laugh, my friend, for laughter ignites a fire within the pit of your belly and awakens your being." This is what Keith does. We cannot underestimate how important that is in today's world. Second, passionate. I believe we're going to show you the passionate Keith walk. You've maybe seen it on the way to the office to talk to his administrator. Dan? It's like heavy feet. We were just reminiscing about a story about when Dan pulled the best prank ever and got Keith's certificate for the food handlers course and took it before he got it and made a new one telling Keith that he failed the food handlers course. It was fantastic, and I was like freaking out around the corner. And then I went towards the office And I almost got taken out by this Keith walk coming around. And I was like, oh, he got the letter, he got the letter. And then he came back and he shoved it in his bag and he was so mad. And Dan was like, hey, Dad, I got my certificate. Did you get yours? And Keith was so mad. It was so good. Anyway, that Keith walk we saw often because he was so passionate about everything that he did, and if he thought something needed to be changed or done, he marched right down to whoever was lucky enough to be admin at that time, told them what he thought should be done. But that's why that program was so great, because of those passionate Keith walks. Keith, along with Gordon and Cheryl McComb, created a physical education program at FRC that we believe, we're biased, but we believe is one of the best in the province, maybe even the country. This doesn't just happen. It takes passionate people like Keith, along with many extra hours outside of school time, to create a space for everyone. Not just people who play sports or love to run, everyone. A program that offers choice and diversity, where students that may not have had a good experience in phys ed in the past, a place to see how physical activity you enjoy, mental wellness, and social wellness can all come together to create positivity in one's life. Keith walks the walk. He was always the first one there and the last one to leave after everything was cleaned up, always. Donna might not agree, but at least we know at FRC that's what he's like. Keith put his heart and soul into helping create the Active Living Center at FRC, which now houses the same great program that was always there. We are all the beneficiaries of Keith's hard work, and we are very grateful. The passion also came through in your coaching. Think of all the students, myself included in that, and many others in this room, that you have positively impacted for life because of those thousands of unpaid hours that you dedicated to the schools you were in. It's amazing to think of the breadth of that impact. And the last one, connection. Every school needs a Keith Redfern. Keith, you have the ability to bring people together and connect like no other person I've ever met. The way you always introduce yourself to new staff, help with every staff spirit event, and genuinely listen to people's answers when you ask, how are you doing? This is really special, and we all miss it. We all need to keep a little bit of Keith Redfern in us when we walk the halls of the places that we work. The world will be a better place for it. Keith, we love you. We wish you nothing but the best in your retirement. Congratulations.